The reason why the Gen Zs are so unchurched and so I would even say like they're not believing anything at all. They're probably like the most atheist and agnostic like generation is because of the failures of previous generations. If you're not preaching and teaching and living up to the standard of God,
conduct, bro.
It shows.
Conduct, bro.
And the younger the generation is, they're more smarter because what do? We gave them tablets, we gave them phones, we gave them stuff early. We exposed them to so much information. We exposed them to how to get things. Mm-hmm. So now when they see the wrong things that's being done, and not just like talking about in the church, I'm talking about like at home.
Yeah.
You see their parents acting up. They see their parents doing this and they see their parents doing that. And then you see good examples of Christians who's like, okay, well, if you're a good Christian, why my mom and daddy, you know, aren't? Why they trying to do this and doing that? And it's their sin that's bringing them down. And then 9 times out of 10, you'll see a lot of those Gen Zers, sound old, but you'll see that they're just like, I don't even want anything to do with God.
Yeah.
And they have the understanding of who God is. They just don't want nothing to do with God because of the people.
And it's unique that you say that, bro, because lately I've been focused on Matthew 24 a lot. The reason being is because the Bible says in Matthew 24:12, I believe it says, because iniquity will abound, the love of many will wax cold.
Yeah.
Now, when you look at that word iniquity, it's a word in the Greek that means anomia, which is very unique. The word anomia is a meaning of, it means to be ignorant of the law or to violate the law.
Yeah.
But the word ignorant is twofold.
Yeah.
Because you could be ignorant of something because you don't know it, or you can be ignoring the truth. You can be ignoring what's right in front of you, but because your emotions are involved, because what you're seeing and not learning for yourself, because I understand exactly what you mean, bro. But see, then there is a point in time, just like we have to, we're going to still have to take accountability and responsibility of what is truth and what is not truth.
Yeah.
But really having a hunger and being sincere, because most of, even the millennials, most of our knowledge or understanding comes from a trauma that we was trying to either fix through a feeling or understood falsely because at the time the information felt good.
Yeah.
And we cannot be people of God off of information that feels good, because what we end up being is we'll become enslaved to our own selves and our own destiny.
Yeah.
We have to, I think, as much information that we have in front of us, because things are so easy to access, we're I can't say that we're diligent enough in our study.
Yeah.
We understand, we have a knowledge, but we don't have an understanding.
Yeah.
There's a big difference, because you can have knowledge of a lot of things, but if you don't have the understanding of that knowledge, if you're not operating, because when you have an understanding, let's say you go through an experience, and it's a hard experience, you have a different understanding and you have a different respect for it, which makes your decisions a little bit different.
Yeah.
So what we have to do is, and here's the unique thing, man. I had the opportunity, I went to go speak to some kids yesterday.
Nice.
And it was a basketball team. Very unique. My brother called me, was like, bro, can you come and speak? Just, man, it's because it's 3 of the players, they between 8 and 12 years old. 3 of the players lost their mother.
Wow.
And there was a lot going on. Now here, when I got there and I'm looking at them, they're at their purest form.
Yeah.
And, you know, at the end of the practice, because that's when I pulled in, I came to the end of the practice, they was doing that one-on-one drill and you got a certain amount of time to shoot or whatever. And I saw the enthusiasm, I saw the heart. And I saw everything. So at the end of it, I asked them a question. I said, what did that last drill represent? I asked them. It was very unique. Now, these are 8 to 12-year-olds.
Yeah.
I asked them, I said, what did that represent? They said hard work. They said focus. These are kids. They said perseverance. They said strength. I said, that's amazing. You all know that. I said, everything that you said is already in you. But I said, what this world is going to do is try to take it from you.
Yeah.
It's going to try to take all of that you understand. And it bothered me a little bit because I'm like, we was all pure at one time. And we allowed the world to take that out of us. And then what ends up happening is we end up blaming God.
Yeah.
Because of our lack of understanding and also the lack of fatherhood, the lack of mothers. And I'm talking about those who are really diligent in going after God.
Yeah.
And what happens is because people get to a place where things are not happening for them, they pass down that same generational curse of thinking.
Yeah.
So now you got this Generation Z, let's bring it back full circle, who is struggling and believing that there is a God because you didn't do it for my parents and you're not doing it for me. Things are not happening. Things are hard. We, Millennials, Generational Z, we have become, and I say this respectfully with all my heart, we have become weak in our thinking and our mental capacity.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard for us to handle certain things because we weren't taught and we didn't learn how to persevere past it.
Yeah.
So now it's our responsibility, talking about us, those who still have the standard, to continue to do podcasts like this. But not only that, everywhere we go, be impactful.
Yeah.
Everything we do be impactful and do the best we can, because I was talking to my sister. I said, it's interesting, that millennials or whatever, we tried to change a tradition of how people dress and come to church.
Yeah.
But we started our own tradition. But what changed?
Well, nothing. Nothing changed.
Where's the power at?
All right.
Where's the deliverance at? Truly.
Yeah.
I can honestly say, at 33 years old, bro, that I understand the fight of what true deliverance is.
Yeah.
It didn't happen overnight.
Yeah.
It was a lot of failing. It was a lot of things that I didn't like, that I did like. There was a lot of triumphs in that. But it's a process.
It's a process, yep.
And here's the thing. The same principle applies in every area of our life.
Yeah.
Whether it's in what we go after as far as our success, as far as our careers, as far as our businesses, as far as our families, we cannot put our hands to the plow and look back. And that's the problem. We keep putting our hands to the plow with something, and then we look back.
Yeah.
The enemy wants us to stop doing this podcast.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for how long? 4 or 5 years?
About 3 years.
3 years?
Yeah.
3 years, and then something will say, no, it ain't working. It is working.
Yeah.
Because not only is it changing the lives of people who are watching, but it's changing our lives, bro.
Right.
It gives us a sense of responsibility. And that's what people have to understand. What you learn, you don't have to be a physician or the best at knowing the Bible.
Yeah.
But the little bit you learn, the Lord is my shepherd and I shall not want, you need to go out and be a witness.
Yeah.
And apply what you understand.
Yeah.
Apply what is in your heart.
Yeah.
Because that's how we're going to get the remnant. That's how we're going to get the remnant.
Yeah.
That's how we're going to get the people, because the Bible says, and I'm past the mic because I've been talking.
You're good.
But the Bible says that the last days are going to be like the days of Noah.
Yeah.
Everybody is going to be marrying, having a good old time, and not going to realize the rain is coming.
Yeah.
And everything is changing, bro.
Yeah.